Hello, today is Wednesday, March 30th, 2011, and I just wanted to give an assessment of the state of Apple this morning. There was a massive sell-off from the open, and we've had a little bounce here, excuse me, and I've talked about sustained decorrelation as your signal. However, sometimes when you have decorrelation, one instrument or metric that you're looking at has most of the angular momentum. What we're actually looking for with this broker-dealer order flow is we're looking for it to dominate the angular momentum. So, yes, this is a decorrelation, and yes, we'll probably bounce here. But as you can tell, common sense goes a long way. We're looking for a sloppy tape in the sense that if we do rally and I do see the broker-dealers come in and sell aggressively, that's what I'm looking for. There's definitely decorrelation here, but the decorrelation is mostly by price action, there really hasn't been significant accumulation, is what I'm trying to get at. So just thought I would preface that with an open like this and the clearing price where it is, your bias is to the short side, and broker-dealer order flow is definitely confirming that. So we'll see if we can get short. So the game plan is that after the market finds a new clearing price, which is what you would expect from a move down like this, right? You're expecting a lot of consolidation. And the market is trying to find a new clearing price, and it's doing so. But after that happens, you're expecting that on any significant rally, the dealers will use it to distribute. But we've got to expect some consolidation off a move like that. So we're just going to have to wait for that occurrence. The other obvious alternative is that after consolidation, the market climate changes, and we'll have to wait for that to occur. But right now, dealer flow is definitely to the downside, and although there had been some short covering, it's still near the lows of the day. Okay, I'm definitely seeing some short covering. You can see that on this significant down bar, order flow is highly positive, and here as well. Nothing to get too excited about, but what I'm looking for now is possibly a redistribution. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You just got to follow the order flow. And so here's the effect of the short covering, and see where it goes from here. Okay, so it's currently 9:21 West Coast time. This is in the middle of the lunch. I want to show something here. There was pretty good distribution on this up move here. That's a pretty good knock. So you really want to get short at resistance. Okay, what I'm implying here with broker-dealer flow is that any resistance formed up here will be defended. So they've been kind of slowly distributing, but this last move up on thin volume, they definitely distributed pretty well. So this is the resistance that you want to go after. And of course you've got to give it room, but the implication here is that when the sell program kicks in, you're going to wish you were short. Meantime, keep monitoring order flow. Okay, 9:38 West Coast time. I mentioned that resistance would be defended. The implication was that resistance would be defended. It was. Got the reaction we were looking for. I got the reaction that I was looking for. Keep in mind, though, in the next 20 minutes, this is a favorite time for market makers to run stops and so forth. So, if you have to move to break even, whatever, but just keep in mind that depending on your risk tolerance, they do love to run stops at this time. And of course, as always, you're keeping an eye on the order flow. But the tailwind is south, so that sell program does kick in from here. Being short is the right side, so we shall see. Okay, approaching 10 o'clock Pacific time. So no real sell program. However, OrderFlow says that the bears are in control, and at least from resistance, it appears that the path of least resistance is south. So if you can hold, you should be rewarded. There is a velocity I'm expecting to sell off at, and we'll see if that continues. But in the meantime, you're still holding. Okay, so this is the time that stop running is fun for the market makers. Okay, just keep that in mind. The sell-off has stalled. So you got a couple options. You can either, again, reassert that you're at break-even by now, or you can put your heart attack up here and say, all right, here's the game plan. If the market doesn't hold 349.46, 349.47, then I'll look to get out at a scratch and re-enter. But for the most part, the bears are in control. So you do want to hold short if you can afford it. That's the situation. It's just a time of day thing. So we'll see what happens from here. Okay, currently 10:21 on the West Coast. I just zoomed in a little bit so you can see better what's been happening. Okay, so order flow distribution, it looks like it's stalled out. So basically, at this point, if you haven't already moved to break even, you do, and your out is when order flow moves above pretty much the zero line here that I highlighted, and you're just trailing. So we'll see how far we can get. We would you'd look to cover at support, depending on what what the order flow is doing. Current time 10:41. You want to cover. We hit 348.40. You want to cover. This is your out, and it may come in here before it finds support. But we've got some accumulation, so this is where you would cover. And we may break down from here, but the sell-off isn't going anywhere for now. If I hadn't pointed it out, there's accumulation here on this sell-off. Current time 10:47, and there's your cover rally. So again, you've got to pay attention to order flow. Okay, I think I've hit my time limit for today, so we're pretty close to it. So till next time.